to understand initially, but because it is often mentioned in the Vedic literatures, was often discussed and explained by Srila Prabhupada, we need to deepen our understanding of what that means for us individually and for the society of Krishna consciousness. It's not necessary to give too many examples, but we know how the global situation is very precarious, primarily due to not having followed dharma. As Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita, there's these two mentalities, the divine and the demoniac. The suras and the asuras, the demons and the devotees. So to be a devotee, it means to understand and to put into practice these principles of dharma, and this is a very important, remains a very major aspect of Srila Prabhupada's mission, and all of us are meant to actually, at whatever level and with whatever way possible, meant to be connected with that. So I want to thank those devotees who are in their different ways assisting to bring this message to others, and I want to encourage everyone to try and understand this aspect of Srila Prabhupada's mission. The full responsibility of this Krishna consciousness movement within a few years that will fall entirely on the shoulders of our second generation and third generation of devotees. So I will keep it at that for now, and I want to thank Sri Krishna Purushottam Prabhu for actually maybe 2 hours ago I went to visit Canada. We had a French exchange or conference call with devotees, a few devotees in Canada, many of them connected or involved with the land as well, although it's definitely more of a challenge in a place like Canada, or the whole of North America mostly, except when we get to places like Florida and whatnot. So I want to thank all the devotees for their different activities, and I want to encourage all of you to further deepen your understanding of Srila Prabhupada's instructions, that is how we attract the mercy of Guru by knowing what his desires and instructions are, and then by endeavoring to put them into practice. So thank you all very much. I'm not sure how Sri Krishna Purushottam Prabhu envisioned the conference call this evening. So maybe
thank you.
Maybe you can comment on that. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guru. Bhakti Raghava Maharaj ki jai. Thank you. So Maharaj, I think we have Prabhu Nityanand Prabhu just joined Maharaj. So we and he's our first senior, very senior God brother. So Prabhu, if you are in front of computer, you would like to speak, Prabhu, and then we'll go from the East Coast, Maharaj, because last night it's very late for them. The devotees didn't join. So Prabhu Nityanand Prabhu, I think you are in. I think Prabhu, maybe he's in the temple service now.
Mute.
Yes.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay, Maharaj, then we'll come back to Prabhu. Tirthraj Prabhu, can you go next, please?
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Maharaj. Getting your association after a year, virtually, at least. But I have been involved in preaching. As you said, it's not just about chanting and enjoying our Krishna consciousness. So I've been involved in preaching for 8 years now, virtually on a virtual platform, and been in contact with New Talawan. So once this pandemic resides a little bit, I plan on going to New Talawan for this Janmashtami. So also we frequently visit Alachua now. Been in touch with the farm communities and helping New Talawan in whatever possible ways I can. Been in closely with touch with Yogendra Vandan Prabhu. Although I'm not a good example like Sri Krishna Purushottam Prabhu, who started his own farm or had his own cows and all that, but I'm contributing in whatever little ways I can. And my other God brothers like Sri Krishna Purushottam Prabhu and Bhakti Raghava Prabhu and many other Gauranath Raj Prabhu who got me involved with devotional service in the year 2001. So it's been 20 years now.
Wow, already.
So, and he is here and we are together after 20 years. So, yeah, so Krishna's mercy.
You haven't seen him for 20 years?
No, he got me involved with devotees in 2001. So it's been 20 years since my association with ISKCON.
Okay, no, but when is the last time you saw him physically?
Physically, probably 5 years ago now. 5 years. We've spoken to each other on the phone, and once in a year we get together like this virtually.
Okay.
Yeah, but so it's been. I also thank Gauranath Raj Prabhu for bringing me to the Association of Devotees 20 years ago. So I have two people to thank today.
Very good. So it is your 20th anniversary.
20th, that's right.
Okay.
Thank you. That's it from my side, Maharaj.
Thank you, Tirthraj Prabhu. Maharaj, Tirthraj Prabhu, as you remember, Maharaj arranged a program in Murari Sevak Farm, Maharaj. It was maybe 11 years ago, and we traveled with Guru Maharaj there.
Yes, correct.
I was fortunate to be in for his initiation. I was not initiated at that time.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu, for your service. All glories to you. Hare Krishna. Now we'll invite Bhakti Raghava Prabhu. Then Bhakti Raghava Prabhu, based in East Coast, and is helping connecting so many devotees, and he what all the Maharaj Varnashrama services Prabhu is organizing, so helping the mission of our Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Bhakti Raghava Prabhu, and he recently got twins, right? So can you tell their names to Maharaj? Oh, you are in mute, Prabhu. You are in mute.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj gave names Revati and Rohini. Revati and Rohini, Prabhu. Next, Naveen Krishna Prabhu would like to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can go, Prabhu. Naveen Krishna Prabhu, you want to go?
If he is ready, he can go, Prabhu. After that, I can do it.
Prabhu Nityan Prabhu, are you still? I think he's still having some technical difficulty, but yeah, Naveen Krishna Prabhu, please.
Okay, okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my
Haribo.
humble obeisances.
Hare
All
Krishna.
glories to Srila Prabhupada. I just read the letter, Maharaj. Uh, Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you on this auspicious day of Vyas Puja. It's a hard time for me to glorify your unlimited transcendental qualities, but I'm just trying, making a small attempt. Maharaj, you're always being well-wisher, even though I'm very far, but your lectures make me in presence of you. This is very, very helpful me for spiritual life, especially during this pandemic time where we don't get anybody association. We physically only we can hear lectures online or Zoom calls. I'm constantly hearing your lectures, but it's so amazing and it is so touching to the what is happening in reality in this society that you are keep mentioning this. We need to follow our dharma. It is Varnashram dharma. Now I'm able to experience. I can sense that this is going to be worked out now, and also you're continuously showing mercy by showering your blessings. Similarly, I just got it makes me remember shloka in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 25th chapter, 21st shloka. Titikshasva karunika srihuddha sarvadehinam ajata shatva shantva sadhuva sadhubhushana. Translation: the symptoms of a sadhu are like he is tolerant, merciful, and friendly to all living entities, and he has no enemies. He is peaceful. He abides by He abides by the scriptures, and all his characters are sublime. So, by reading this, I can understand you are friendly to the all living entities, and including me, because we see that there is no there is no way that we can do anything in this present material world because this pandemic taught me many lessons which are unforgettable. And you were mentioning sometime in your lecture that rishis used to assemble in the Naimisharanya or wherever they get sages, and there should be in the 4 month of Chaturmasya, but it is not 4 months for us. It's more than four one decade, like more than 1 year. But still, you are mentioning that it's this going to be this material civilization is going to be doomed. That we can see now. That I'm able to realize that this moment which is very very difficult, and even though you are giving so much blessings to me by your lectures and also give me personal encouragement by in WhatsApp, like you need to do spiritual life very seriously, like chanting and hearing every day in the morning. That gives me a potency to continue my spiritual life. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for all that you are doing. And also I got another somewhere sloka. It says that the the disciple needs to be think of spiritual master 3 times a day. And in the this sloka, the dialogue between uh, Lord Shiva and Uma, Lord Shiva says dhyana moolam guru murti, puljam moolam guru padam, mantra moolam guru vakyam, moksha moolam guru kripa. The translation goes: the guru form is the best to meditate upon, the guru's feet are the best to worship, and the guru's mantra is the grace, is the root of liberation. Please let me apply these things to advance in spiritual life, and please give me your mercy continuously so that I can make progress in spiritual life and help you in whatever way I can. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Haribo. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Nice verses. Very nice verses.
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Thank you, Naveen Krishna Prabhu. Naveen Krishna Prabhu is a full-time devotee in Kishore Kishori Temple in Chicago. And when Guru Maharaj comes, North America, Prabhu comes and assists him. And he's doing a lot of preaching there. And thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And,
One more thing forgot to mention, Maharaj. I was told by you, like you meet, whoever you meet, you can encourage everybody to install an app and also sell the books. That was I'm continuously doing. Everybody is happy about the app, and also there are more people, more congregation here all asking like how we can help and how we can donate to Guru Maharaj directly. So I guide them through Sri Krishna Purushottam Prabhu, and everybody in my community, like congregation devotees, are very much now they are realizing that what is the importance of this varnashram and cows. Before that, oh, it is not relevant to us because we are living in a city and we don't want anything. And now they are realizing, because we used to get the milk from Patraka farmhouse, which is nearby, like 2 hours drive from Chicago, and we used to get cow milk every weekend. Now that is where we are realizing that in the temple nobody is drinking outside milk. They want only cow milk. And all my brahmacharis, my roommates, they are all saying, whatever your Guru Maharaj is doing is exactly which we want now. And they are very, very happy. They are all seeking your association. If you please please stop by in Chicago so that they can have practical session with you, Maharaj.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So now would like to invite Prabhu Nityanand Prabhu. Prabhu, are you able to speak? I think Prabhu video is on. Okay, Prabhu, you unmute.
He's on mute, yeah. Unmute. Prabhu Nityanand Prabhu, unmute कीजिए.
Yeah, you can see, you can listen now?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. And Prabhu Nityanand Prabhu, as everybody knows, Prabhu is Guru Maharaj first disciple, continually inspiring all the devotees. And I'm fortunate to have association with Prabhu Nityanand Prabhu. He always we need to work in unity, never leave Guru Maharaj. So he is always instructing all the devotees. Conflicts comes, Prabhu Nityanand Prabhu is the first person to come to resolve. So thank you.
Okay, Eric. Can I speak now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, we can hear you clear.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Raghava Swami Namine. Namaste Gaura Shivaya Sada Niveditatmane Bhubhadu Prabhupadartham Varnasama Pracharine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschatva Desatarine. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayatim Girim Jat Kripatam Hangavande Sri Guru Dinatarine. So, yesterday we have something I got chance to glorify to our beloved Srila Gurudev when they do the Vyas Puja in Hebri. So now is the second chance to glorify Guru Maharaj, and yesterday I glorified in Bengali also to a lot of Bengali devotees in West Bengal. They are waiting to listen from me about Srila Gurudev, and I discuss about I glorify to Gurudev. I lost most close to 1 hour regarding his starting from Namhatta preaching to like Varnashram, like 1 hour I described them. So they are very happy, the Bengali devotees. So among them 3 are new. Yesterday they got initiation. So I first met to Srila Gurudev in 1982 in Mayapur. So at that time he is preaching Namhatta. He is a Namhatta regional director. So I came there and stay for a few days. He allowed me to stay there. So then after that I came back to my village, study all these things. But still I have been in contact with Gurudev. So many times, I gone to Mayapur to see him. One time he came to my home, I think 1982. So then I gone to see Guru Maharaj when I heard about his health problem in something Mayapur Dakkite attacks. So then we gone to myself and one devotee, he came to my home to make one live member. So as soon as we got the news that Mayapur is now attacked by Dakkites, then immediately we ran to Calcutta and they brought him to Calcutta in Alipur, on Woodland Nursing Home. It's a famous nursing home in Calcutta. So I met there Guru Maharaj, but he's lying in the bed. So they amputated his one leg and no depression. He's chanting, smiling face. No, I saw Srila Bhakti Raghava Maharaj at that time. He brought prasadam from Minto Park. At that time he's staying in Minto Park, in Rainy Park, yeah. So he brought prasadam for Guru Maharaj, So then Maharaj is smiling face, no anxiety, no tension, no. So you see, this is the sign and symptoms of Lord associates. So our Guru Maharaj is not an ordinary man, man like us. So he is Lord Krishna's associates. He came here just to deliver us from this materialistic world, like me, fallen conditioned souls. So I'm not so advanced in spiritual life, although I took first initiation. So many God brothers and sisters, they are more elevated than me. So I consider myself as a fourth grade of devotee, disciples of Gurudev. So before I did some preachings, and so at that time, we are only a few devotees, like mainly Bengali devotees in Calcutta. So then we gone to with Guru Maharaj to in Kedarnath one time. Yesterday also I mentioned the same story. So that one time myself and 3 Bengali boys with Guru Maharaj. So Maharaj is 28 kilometers up and down. He walking with crutch and zigzag road, raining, this slippery road and no shoe, bare feet. So this an Akadasi day, we become tired. 3 Bengali boys, Akadasi day traveling, but Guru Maharaj, he did not feel any tired. So you can realize, so how Guru Maharaj status. So you see, he's a liberated soul. So by his activity, all the disciples and well-wishers and those are coming to become devotee, means disciples in futures, if they are listening, so they can realize that our Guru Maharaj is not ordinary soul. So he is like us. So he came from Lord Krishna's place, abode, to just deliver us. So yesterday I mentioned also these things when I glorifying in daytime. So same story I'm going to mention again, that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada once quotation, many times he would give this story when he give lecture in different location. So that Kaddapi kutrade mata haridaki na kutrade. So the haridaki on dry nuts. No, this is dry nuts, not a fruit. This is dry nuts. And is Ayurvedic medicine they use, and this is very good for digestive orders and all different kind of abdominal disorders, and mainly it helps in digestions, and stimulating this digestive systems. So it never harmful to the body. Even someone mistakenly take it, but still is never harmful to the body. Always it is beneficial for the body. So same thing, sometimes own mothers from where we got this birth, sometimes she become upset with us. But Haritaki never. The dry nuts never is inimical to us. Same thing to Srila Gurudev. His mercy always bestowing to us, to all disciples. No one should discriminate Gurudev mercy. I cannot remember the name. One of our God brothers, I don't know, maybe long time initiated or maybe newly initiated, so I don't know him. But he put one message in BRS Disciple WhatsApp that devotees are doing politics. Then I immediately replied. Usually I don't reply in the groups. Whenever I feel it is needed, then I reply. Because then I reply, Prabhu, then in the group, no politics. No one is doing any politics. It's a misunderstanding. So it is mentioning that more guru means my spiritual master. He is telling that is the wrong term. No. Lochan Das Thakur, he is our, he is our, in the disciple successions, and we worship him. So he Lord Krishna's associates. So he is mentioning more Nitai. So means my Nitai. Lochan bole more Nitai Jevana Bhujilo. Lochan Das, not Lochan Das Thakur is telling more Nitai Jevana Bhujilo. If someone is not worshipping to my Nitai. So Nityananda Prabhu is for everyone. He is Lord himself, Balaram. So he is for everyone. If someone is mentioned, my Guru Maharaj, my spiritual master, what is the wrong? No wrong. Because that is showing your love to your Guru Dev. Although Guru Maharaj is for everyone, for all the disciples, for the holy, even from those who are not holy, are non-devotee, for them also. Because he never speaks about himself. Always he speaks about Lord Krishna. He is a Sadguru. He is Sadguru, not ordinary Guru. So he came through disciplic succession to deliver us. So if he's telling my Guru, is no wrong there. Then he started to, I studied all Srila Prabhupada books. No, if Gurudev discriminate, if Gurudev, he wrote me, I have that in WhatsApp, that letter. If Gurudev discriminate to his disciple situation, no, this disciple is good, this disciple not going good, so then I should protest about Gurudev discrimination. Then I told Prabhu, Gurudev never do any discrimination. Don't try to become Damodar Pandit. Read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Don't try to become Damodar Pandit. So this, he never discriminate. He has equal vision to all disciples. It is your misunderstanding. Oh, I read so many books of Prabhupada, I did these things. I am, what is called that? I am the private secretary of that temple. No, one temple, I forgot. So this in India. So this private secretary of the temple president. So this, then someone called me, Prabhu, they are helping a lot to Guru Maharaj in preaching, like Varnashram and the Gurukul. They set up Gurukul and they are preaching a lot. He is a high qualified, in materially. He has engineering degree. Better not to. Then I thinking to call him personally and discuss about Srila Gurudev. Then he telling Prabhu, better not to discuss with him anything. I think Gaur Gopal called me. Yeah. So then Gaur Gopal Prabhu, our godfather from Secunderabad, he called me. The Prabhu, better not to discuss anything with him. Then I stopped. I then asked Prabhu, excuse me, whatever conversation I did with you, because I heard you are helping to Srila Gurudev very in different way in the Lord. Maybe I don't know. No, so maybe you can talk to some other senior godfathers. Whatever I discuss, and please excuse me. I asked to just excuse from him. Then he told, okay, no problem. He told me like this. So these things, just as the example I gave, I don't know it is appropriate or not to say in this glorification, but for the jankari ke liye to for the others newly coming disciples or devotees to understand that they should not try to become Damodar Pandit, because I am not spiritually advanced. I told before, I consider myself as a fourth grade of disciples, but I surrendered to Guru Maharaj in 1982 and initiation in 90. So I never gave up on Guru Maharaj. Maybe I not good preacher, I can collect, very nicely, financially, but still I never gave up my Gurudev. Always I took shelter from 1982, and I am with him. When I gone to join in 89 full time with Gurudev, in Kumbh Mela. So then at that time Gurudev asked me, so you become devotee from Namhatta, because Guru Maharaj also preaching at that time Namhatta. So he told me, you become devotee of Namhatta. So maybe some question might arise that Guru Maharaj took Namhatta devotee in his Bhaktivedanta Youth Service preaching. So they say, if you want to go back to Namhatta, I can write letter and you join there and do the preaching about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no harm. Then I told Gurudev, wherever you, I am there. You are not there, so I am not there. So I become cultivated by you. Whatever spiritual I got, spirituality, that by through you, by your mercy. So I cannot give up. So that's my things, to say. So I never gave up my Guru Maharaj. So I am under his lotus feet. So, if I did any offense, so please excuse me. And asking my Godfather sister, if I did any offense in my speech, please excuse me. So I offering my Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada, my offering my obeisances. So now I'm completing my speech now. Hare Krishna, Dandavad.
Very good.
Thank you, Prabhu Nityan Prabhu. Thank you for wonderful realization. So I think Maharaj, Guru Maharaj getting late in India, so it's already 9 p.m. It's a very late, long day today for Guru Maharaj. So please keep it short for next speakers. I think next is Governor. I would like to briefly.
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति राघव स्वामी नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे.
Sorry, Prabhu. I think people don't. Everybody knows you. You are North America, but you know the introduction for our own purification. Governor Prabhu is, as well known. He was a full-time devotee, Vrindavan. Now he moved close to us, to California, and he preached to many people, and lot of even the devotees, Western bodies also following his Yoga Sutras, and whatever he does is doing traditionally. And those who are associated with Governor Prabhu, they knows is following our Guru Maharaj sincerely. Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Sorry, Hare Krishna. You are mute, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Bhakti Raghava Swami Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Bhakti Raghava Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurani Chanya Vishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshtarni Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakti Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Speaking about full-time devotee, once I was in one devotee's house in New Delhi. He was from Manipal. Keshwanand Prabhu and this devotee were there. And Maharaj asked, what is this devotee want to do? Ram Prakash Prabhu. He is now initiated by Radha Govind Maharaj. Riyush, who cultivated me in Mayapur. And not Mayapur, Manipal. And then I told Maharaj, he wants to be a dedicated, surrendered, full-time brahmachari. Then Maharaj said, Prabhu, there can be a dedicated full-time grahastha also. And that actually inspired me a lot. And although just for the sake of marriage, I did some job, but ultimately I wanted to live like a Brahmana with Brahminical strength, depending on Krishna. And today we can see that all that Maharaj stood for, purity. Like when you look at a temple, my concept now, when I look at a temple, in Udupi Krishna, if you see the traditional Indian temple, Krishna owned all the land. Krishna owned all the land, and everything that came to the temple was pure food, pure offering. Today, when we say temple, it really pains me when we buy this 2% milk, 1% milk, when we buy these vegetables from outside. This is not temple. This is a temporary arrangement Prabhupada did. And the more this pandemic rages on, why a temple, when really you mean temple, when you mean devotee means somebody who is cultivated from childhood with a solid foundation. I was speaking to an entrepreneur. I do yoga for his whole, corporate every day. They like us they like my yoga practice so much. They're practically supporting me every month, and I do everyday class. He used to always say, fundamentals should be strong. Fundamentals should be strong. And when this whole pandemic happened, all of Maharaj's predictions, how the whole world can be wiped out. And there is a great astrologer whom I'm learning with and practicing, few astrologers. And they are predicting that in 5 or 6 years, people do not realize why so many deaths happened now. is because of the food, the poison in our food. And almost 30 to 40% of the world's population can be wiped out within the next pandemic, that they're saying it won't take 10 years or 20 years. It'll take place very fast. So all this was ringing, and I was discussing with so many of my yoga teachers, friends, and it all, when Maharaj was talking about how we need land, how we need our own food, and the more I was trying to heal, like I shared a poster with Maharaj, ISKCON Brampton invited me to speak on a Vaishnava Sangha on how to live naturally. And next week on June 12th, the entire Pune congregation, I'm giving a presentation. And the whole of last year, as I was trying to, because I was stuck, I could not travel, sell books. So I was living here. Then the only thing I did was change people's diet, change this. And many had diabetes, thyroid, so many health issues, everything came to normal. They realized food is so critical. And we began to understand why Prabhupada said food is first. Grow your food. Have your own education, because today's addictions, I mean, the youth is completely lost. So all that Maharaj is saying, Maharaj always used to say worshipping is Shaligram, just like Advaita Acharya calling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Maharaj, we have to do what we have to do, and when time is right, Krishna will manifest. And I was very inspired that one day, but I found myself very incapable of actually executing. But gradually, Krishna put me through so many near-death, horrifying, difficult experiences. And every time at the end of the tunnel, I saw Maharaj's teachings and Maharaj's guidance. Somehow Maharaj would be there at the end to guide. And by his grace, today we have our godbrothers Prananath, Guru Gauranga Prabhu. And because of him, because of his teachings of traditional yoga, deeper traditional yoga, I'm able to dig. When Maharaj said, Varnashrama is sadhana bhakti, and I read this book, Yoga Rahasya, where Nathamuni, the founder of Sri Vaishnavism, he is saying, Ashtanga Yoga becomes perfect when in every asana, you are able to remember Narayana, you are able to remember Ananta, who is the basis. And like I always equate that when Maharaj said, Varnashrama Dharma is sadhana bhakti. So Ashtanga Yoga is also sadhana bhakti. But in every asana, you should remember the Lord. And that's what I've been teaching. And now we have a base of about 40 devotees attending our classes every day, because they are seeing, when I teach yoga, I say, now remember Krishna, now remember Ananta in this asana. So it's all glory to Maharaj. And now that I'm doing this PhD with Maharishi Mahesh University with a goal to establish, because I see it's not just some Gurukul or short-term college, but we need a strong basis. The future is going to be tough because people, the food that people eat, lifestyle that people have, we need a fundamental change. And I am thankful to Guru Maharaj for, because what he said, it takes, it actually, just like Prabhupada had a lifetime in preparation, all that Maharaj spoke about, fought for, it is coming to fruition. We cannot have a bhakti where we are just trying to raise funds, this, that. No, we should have strong fundamentals. That is Varnashrama, because your occupation is just not to earn money, but it's to build an intrinsic character. And I'm grateful that we have such a wonderful and such a deep, I mean, when I discuss with Guru Gauranga Prabhu and I discuss with Maharaj, how deep Maharaj absorbs the principles, and when he explains, it hits you, the principles of dharma, the principles of Varnashrama dharma, how we can live our dharma. And he encouraged me and to work hard. So last 1.5 years with all this lockdown, it's been a boon actually to work very, very hard on my practice, yoga, meditation, writing books on mudras. So in all, every time I requested Maharaj, he wrote a foreword very quickly, blessing me. He is very eager to encourage all of us fallen souls, and we should reciprocate in some big way. Eventually, Krishna has to do. We have to become the right instrument to serve our Guru. And I pray that Maharaj lives many, many years. And to see, actually, I feel that that success point of all his disciples, Krishna Purushottam Prabhu doing such wonderful things. I'm seeing Tirtharaj Prabhu. So many wonderful preaching. All these disciples doing such wonderful preaching. It will all come to fruition in a deep, genuine way. So we are all indebted to Maharaj, and we pray that we get more of his association. I was whole day yesterday, I was trying to fill my OCI card. So trying to get my visa to India to spend some time with Maharaj, hopefully soon. And with all our God brothers, and we keep talking Krishna Purushottam Prabhu, Guru Gauranga, all of us. So let us do something glorious. And of course, we are just instruments. We have to just try our best and let Krishna manifest. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Gauranga Prabhu. Gopinath Prabhu, are you able to speak, or you are in the hospital, Prabhu? I think prime staff is Gopinath.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Give me about 2 minutes.
Okay. We'll go with Bhagavati Mataji, then we can come. Hare Krishna, Bhagavati Mataji. Are you there in the call? Oh, yes. Mataji, can you unmute? Hare Krishna. I think. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Okay, no problem. Bhagavati Mataji has known, so she is also, she have a lot of vision of Goshala. She is based in Silicon Valley. Mataji, our Goshala office headquarters is her home. So we started this Sustainable Eco Alliance under Guru Maharaj direction, the non-profit. So Mataji says we have to preach to outside people, anyway, our devotees will know, but outsiders, we need to invite them. And she always continuously pushing for kids programs and in the Goshala. And she is also more into gardening and following Guru Maharaj principles. She make a backyard gardening. And thank you, Mataji, for you can share it. You are offering to Guru Maharaj.
Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. I don't deserve anything. It's all Guru Maharaj's mercy. I'll just read. I don't know. It's a long one.
Yeah, you can read, Mataji. Yeah, we can hear you. We can read, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. Om Sri Surabhyai Namaha. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Anjana Salakya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Raghava Swami Iti Namine. Guru Maharaj, on this auspicious day of your 75th Vyasa Puja, please accept my humble offering at your lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, on this auspicious day, I would like to wish you a very happy Vyasa Puja and would like to thank your holiness from the bottom of my heart for accepting this most fallen soul as your disciple. I've realized that thank you and grateful are very small words to express my gratitude for the mercy you have showered upon me. Maharaj, your causeless mercy has shown me the light of real knowledge and real purpose of this life. I am very grateful and very indebted to you. Maharaj, you are showing by example how to live a simple life. Your extremely austere life inspires us. Simple living and high thinking. You have taken this instruction to your heart and are living example for us. Maharaj, please shower your mercy on us so that we will always be able to serve you and live a simple life. You always look at the good in others and encourage us even though we are full of faults and trying to do some service like a squirrel to Lord Ramachandra. I've always seen you smiling and laughing like a child. I've never seen any chastisement from you, even though we are making lot of mistakes. We loved your Gurukul classes, showing how you can deal with all audiences. They are simple, and your words are like a sword that cut the knot of attachment of conditioned souls. Your love for Krishna has manifested as love for cows, and you have inspired so many communities to take up to the cow protection and Varnashrama Dharma. You have made cow protection and Varnashrama Dharma your life and soul. The fourth movement, even though a difficult one, you have taken it boldly and preached by your example. If not for you, we will not know about cow protection and Deva Varnashrama Dharma. Guru Maharaj, thank you for all your amazing articles, books, lectures on Varnashrama Dharma, seminars, and all your wonderful work in establishing the communities according to Varnashrama culture. I pray that more Vrindavan villages will be established throughout the globe through your tireless preaching, and cow protection is practiced by everyone. Guru Maharaj, you are very merciful. You are always thinking of how to give Krishna consciousness to the vast majority of people by showering your mercy to the ignorant and suffering conditioned souls. Varnashrama, once established, will open the eyes of the ignorant who fail to read Prabhupada's books. Farm communities are the only answer for the ignorant to become Krishna conscious. It will keep everyone in the mode of goodness, so it is easy to practice Krishna consciousness. Guru Maharaj, you are very pure, and so you are able to envision the coming of Satya Yuga and making us work in that direction. You know Goloka and Krishna, and so you are able to guide us to go back to Godhead. I am realizing how fallen I am and how merciful you have been to me. Thank you, Maharaj, for being very kind to me. Thank you for forgiving my offenses, and please help me from making any more offenses. Please help me to be as you are without desires or aspirations. Please help me always be grateful to you. Please help me remain in the shelter of your divine grace and in the association of my God brothers and God sisters. Kindly forgive me for my mistakes, and please always involve me in serving you and Srila Prabhupada. I pray to Srila Prabhupada and Lord Sri Krishna to shower their bountiful blessings on you and keep you in a good health to do more wonders that Srila Prabhupada wanted you to do. Thank you, Maharaj, your unworthy servant, Bhagavati.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. It's nice offering. We'll move to Gopinath Prabhu. Are you able to speak now? Okay. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Raghava Swami Maharaj. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, on this auspicious day of your appearance.
Prabhu, I think new devotees don't know you. We all know you. Gopinath Prabhu is inspiring, like he's one of the senior disciple of Guru Maharaj, who is in North America. Gopinath Prabhu is also doctor by profession, and he's doing research on Mahamantra and also Ayurveda, on cow urine, in all the things, so, and he's inspiring, and he's very humble whenever you call him, and then he like in early in Secunderabad, with all the devotees, how much like Guru Maharaj we all survived at that time to now. So thank you, Gopinath Prabhu, for inspiring us. And please start. And he's in Denver, right, Prabhu?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, very, very inspired by all the offerings of my God brothers. I'm very basically, I'm surprised how 30 years have gone by. It's exactly 30 years since I met Guru Maharaj, June 1st, 1991. That was the day. And Maharaj was, I read Prabhupada's essays in BTG. Actually, earlier, before me, my brother had visited the temple in Secunderabad, and Madhav Prabhu was there. So he gave about a few BTGs to my brother, and I got to read those BTGs, and I was basically already, I was already very inspired to seek spiritual life, but I was in the impersonal conception. And the first meeting itself, actually, Gurudev, in that 1 hour or 1.5 hour of instruction, and the first time I stepped into the temple, I could feel his how genuine he is, how he's just not about optics, it's truly about walking his talk, and he was all about he was all about substance. He was not about flash, and he was not about being seeking for publicity, and I'm still trying to emulate his quality like that. And he told me that impersonal realization is just like a glowworm in the dark, but it becomes insignificant when the sun rises in the day. And that particular thing has forever sealed my hopes of gaining impersonal liberation. So basically, I'm very pleased with Guru Maharaj's warmth in standing by me during my rather bumpy ride when I became serious about chanting, and while doing my medical school and MBBS, and there was a lot of opposition at home, my parents especially, who were afraid of, they were not really sure of Krishna consciousness, and and then Maharaj was very calm. He dealt with them with such calm, kind behavior, and when they didn't really understand, Maharaj said that if you don't allow him to practice Krishna consciousness at home, and then he can make temple as his home, and he can finish his medicine and do higher studies. And I was very touched by Maharaj's kindness for that. Normally, devotees are in those days, devotees was the philosophy was shave up or ship out. So Maharaj was not like that. He understood the value of using our credentials and using our educational qualifications in the service of Krishna. And today I find that's the case. I'm very I have a very inspiring service. Later on, I was involved in the Usmania University campus preaching in my medical colleges. Preaching, we did quite a lot of reaching outreach, and that's how I got to know many God brothers of Guru Maharaj. I got their association. Especially devotees like Gaurmandal Bhumi Prabhu, who till today have been very inspiring for my spiritual pursuits. And also I gained many valuable friendships. Maharaj was in Udupi in 1994 and 1993 and 94.